My name is Matthew Swerdloff. I'm the co-founder of the Maya Gold Foundation. My wife, Elise Gold, and I formed the foundation in 2015, shortly after the death by suicide of our daughter, Maya Gold.
I am Maya's mom, and together with my husband, Matthew Swerdloff, we created the Maya Gold Foundation. The mission of the Maya Gold Foundation is to empower youth to access their inner wisdom and realize their dreams.
And that mission really says a lot about the work that Elise and I want to bring to the community and to the world in Maya's name and in Maya's memory and in Maya's honor.
Maya was this incredible being. She dabbled in many things. So, she took piano and dance and karate, and one love that she had was trapeze. So while dabbling in the other things that I shared, she spent years seasonally in trapeze arts. One unique feature about Maya was that she was empathetic and sensitive beyond anybody I've ever met.
Her capacity for empathy, for people, for her friends, for strangers, and for animals. She was a committed vegan in the years before she died, and she was someone who really valued people and friendships and relationships. So when Maya took her life in 2015, we were obviously devastated, and we were also shocked and heartbroken, as was the community, her friends, and we live in a small rural community, and the community was devastated as well.
So in our deep grief, and I will add that there still is deep grief, and there will always be deep grief, we knew that in some way we were chosen or called upon to do something. We could not accept our precious daughter, life without her, and just finding a way to live and move on. We knew that we needed to take this experience and create something.
Very soon after she died, Elise and I knew we wanted to create an organization to support teens. So while some of the work we do is, or a bit of the work we do is in Nepal, the bulk of the work we do is in our community in the Hudson Valley of New York. So we have several programs that are part of our mission in the Hudson Valley of New York. We do twice a year, we offer what we call a community program. So we've done movie screenings, we've done poetry readings, we've done spoken word workshops, traditional lectures, panel discussions. So that's something we do twice a year. Those are always free and open to the community. We offer grants to local educators who want to implement programs for high school students that are aligned to our mission. We offer a community service award twice a year to a high school student who is doing work in the community that's aligned to our mission and demonstrates altruism and caring for others. Those awards are cash awards. We have an application on our website, and we encourage high school students to apply for those and be recognized for the work that they do. We knew early on that we needed the input and the guidance of teens. So we have a youth action team. The youth action team members, who are all high school students from the region, sit on our various committees, and they help us make decisions about what grants to award, what programs to develop, what speakers to bring in. They sit on our Nepal committee and help us plan the Nepal trip each year. So they're a very important part of our organization.
Hi, my name's Naya. I'm a junior at New Paltz High School, and I'm also the second vice president of the Maya Gold Foundation's Youth Action Team. Being the second vice president of the Youth Action Team has provided me with a lot of new leadership roles and opportunities, which has definitely helped me prepare for future experiences, especially college. So the Youth Action Team as a whole, actually last fall, we prepared a scavenger hunt for our community in the town, and we got a lot of volunteers, a lot of people involved, and basically we put clues all around the town, leading people to different places, and we raised money for the My Goal Foundation and the board.
Hi, I'm Solo, and I'm a member of the Youth Action Team. And by joining the Youth Action Team, I have felt like I am doing more for the community that I love and am a part of. And I think that a lot of teens are desperate to be able to just be an active member of something, and this has let me do that.
In 2013, Maya and myself and Elise and our son Aiden all had the opportunity to spend some time in India. And while we were there, Maya began to learn about trafficking of girls from Nepal into India. And it was a cause that became very important to her. And she became outraged, I guess is the right word, at the practice of trafficking, and she learned about it and she studied, and she decided she wanted to graduate high school early in her senior year and go to Nepal, because by this point she had realized that many of the young women that were in India in situations of bondage came from remote Nepali villages where they were trafficked. So she had a plan to graduate high school early and go to Nepal and volunteer to work to reduce sexual trafficking of young women. So the Heart of Gold Adventures trip to Nepal is a really beautiful and meaningful program that we offer. Each spring we take a group of between 15 to 20 high school students to Nepal for a 2-week trip. It is a cultural immersion, it's an educational trip, it's a service trip. It's an opportunity to travel with Nepali teens and learn about the culture in Nepal and learn about trafficking and the root causes of trafficking and work to support organizations on the ground in Nepal that are working to reduce trafficking. During the 2-week trip, we do some traveling. Our home base is Kathmandu. We do day trips from Kathmandu to orphanages, to community centers, to schools. We do some service work. We spend a lot of time with teens from some of our partner organizations, with Nepali teens traveling together. Is certainly a component of, we learn a lot about the culture and the history and the traditions of Nepal. There's certainly education about music and art and history. And we do have teens that return for a second time, and those teens have an option to join us on a 5-day trek through the rural villages in the foothills of the Himalayas. So those teens spend 5 days with guides and our adult leaders visiting villages that are prone to trafficking and really seeing how that happens in those rural villages, and also providing income to those villagers as a way to help support sustainable development in those villages as an alternative to trafficking. So our work as an organization is always evolving. It's always changing with the input of our youth action team and our community. We started really focused on developing educational programs for young people in the Hudson Valley. Within the first year, we realized we were going to go to Nepal and take teens to Nepal. Now we're offering regular mental health first aid training to teens. We're offering grants to educators. We're offering grants to teens. So we're a growing organization. We hope to continue to grow in ways that support the mental health and the well-being of young people in the region. We hope to continue to partner with our organizations that we work with in Nepal so that part of our work continues to be effective in reducing trafficking. And we're always interested in people joining our organization. We're an all-volunteer organization, so we welcome contact from people. We welcome people to visit our webpage, to email us, to fill out our volunteer form, and get involved.
Who knows where we will be in another 5 years? I actually, my vision is to continue to create and explore and fulfill our mission in ways that I couldn't even imagine today.